there seriously going to be a tsunami or not?
News crews gather to cover what could be an impending natural disaster.
It's hit New Zealand, so and we'll probably be able to see something.
New South Wales Police helicopter Polair 1 appears over North Bondi.
Yeah, the guy hanging off the side, he's pointing something in the water, North Bondi.
If we notice a helicopter circling around as it was, there's only a couple of possibilities. It's either, you know, a body in the water or someone needing to be rescued or a shark. Might be hitting a shark.
There was a knock at the door. Whippet answered. It was a police rescue officer.
Polair just got up. There's a bull shark in the bunch of fish.
Polair have spotted a 6-foot bull shark. Bull sharks are known to attack people, and they are pretty fierce animals, hence bull shark.
While new recruit Mario closes the beach, Kerbox has the most challenging task.
We've drawn the short straw, we've got to go chase the thing out.
So me and Box went on the first ski, Whippet and Bobby went on the second ski, and Singlets stayed in the tower, and Mario did the round to let the people know that the beach was closed temporarily because there was a shark in the bay.
The beach is closed, there is a shark. Please do not go in the water. Thank you. Hey guys, come back.
When we jump on the skis, you know, there's no point in just zooming around in circles. We try to have a bit of a search pattern where the two skis, you know, 20 metres apart from each other, go back and forth across the bay until we hopefully locate it.
Yeah, just don't go in the water, please. If you can hear me, yeah, that's good. Move
Really?
Yeah.
You look left, I look right. I reckon we put the thing over this way. It's still a salmon.
When we get out there, we saw this huge bait ball that was massive. And the idea is to try to scare that big group of fish out to sea, so obviously, hopefully, the shark will take off as well.
What we're going to try to do is get the fish to go that way. We'll go right here. We'll come around it.
Lifeguards have a limited window to spot the shark. Whippet takes an unusual approach.
Yeah, it's murky water too, so it's hard to see today. Visibility's not good.
Hey boys, I know you're itching to go in the water, but I'm so sorry, yeah.
Where do we want to go in?
Not sure, not yet. The beach is closed. Thank you.
In the tower, lifeguards faced an additional problem.
When the media got hold of the story, it was crazy. Like, I've never actually been in the tower when something like that's happened.
Hey, sorry, Matty. We're just a bit busy. That's the helicopter. Mate, we're a bit busy at the moment. Yes. Yeah, this is the lifeguards. How you going?
To have, like, a radio in one hand of Lifesaver 1 and then the telephone in the other hand of people wanting to know, is there a shark in the water?
Can you call back in about an hour? We've just got something going on at the beach.
Too busy, sweetheart.
Sorry, mate, we're really busy here, so we can't speak.
Yeah, it was crazy.
30 minutes have passed since Polair sighted the shark. Now, Kerbox and Maxi circle over a 50-metre wide school of salmon.
I told Maxie just to trail around the outside of the bait ball, and sure enough, I just went, no way, there it is.
There it is, right there. Right there. Right there.
I was like, far out, there's a shark in the bay and it's not that far out to sea.
Big boy too.
To me, it was quite big. You know, it had to be 8 feet. You know, it was as long as our ski easily, and yeah, I had a good death grip on Maxie.
This is jet ski, boys. I've got a visual on the shark, fellas. It's right underneath us right here.
The shark is over there.
When I heard Box say we're right above the shark, I was just thinking, this is insane.
Okay, mate. Yeah, keep us posted.
Copy, it's a big boy too.
Wow. Straight underneath him.
I was like, wow, you know, this is real.
We're just trying our best to get rid of this thing before we let anyone back in the water. It's pretty big.
Lifeguards spend the next 30 minutes pushing the shark's food source, a large school of salmon, out to sea. Then the rescue chopper does a final pass.
Back to business, boys. Let's get the flags up and it's all good.
You can go back in the water, okay?
Was it just one shark or how many?
Just one.
Just one.
There's enough, isn't it?
Summer is over, and just when the large crowds seem to have faded away, coronavirus has hit Australia.
I appeal to Australians that you are enlisted in our fight against the virus. It is very serious. It is deadly serious because lives and livelihoods are at stake.
Thousands of people have lost jobs, while others are meant to be working remotely. On a 36-degree Friday afternoon, and in the middle of the greatest global health scare in a century, Bondi is packed.
I think Bondi is a bit of a melting pot. There's people from all around the world here. The younger people, they're not too concerned about it because they know it's not going to hurt them. So, you know, I don't think everyone's taking it too seriously.
In response to Bondi's crowds and the risk of spreading infection, New South Wales Police Minister David Elliott has called a press conference.
What we saw this morning here in Bondi Beach was the most irresponsible behaviour of individuals that we've seen so far. We cannot have community activity where more than 500 people are gathered. This is about saving lives.
Limiting crowd numbers to 500 people is easier said than done. Popo joins the Mayor of Waverley Council, Paula Marcellos, as a new announcement is made.
We are effectively and immediately taking down the flags on all our 3 beaches. That's Bondi, Bronte and Tamarama. If you are thinking of coming to the beach, don't.
Bondi hasn't been cleared of people since World War II. News of its closure goes global.
Oh, look, the word was the maximum of 500 people, but we can't control how many come onto the beach, count every single person. So the easiest thing for us is to sort of totally shut down. If we can't clear them, there's a plan there. I think the police will then come down and they'll deal with people who refuse to leave.
Attention everyone in the water. The beach is now closed. You'll need to leave the water. All those surfers, the beach is closed. You'll need to leave the water.
Reluctantly, beachgoers cooperate.
They're sort of shutting down everything, aren't they? They're shutting, people can't even go to work anymore. So getting pulled out of the surf isn't a surprise. That's it for us.
Oh, good work, guys. Yeah.
Bit of authority, guys.
Bruce. Wow. The big man is out there. Good. Clear a whole beach in half an hour, that's pretty impressive.
Just 2 hours after the shutdown was ordered, a drone is sent up by photographer Eugene Tan. For over 20 years, he's been taking photos of Bondi for his website Aquabumps on a beach which normally looks like this. Today, it's a completely different picture.
Oh, look, it's something I haven't seen in my career down here, but very, very rare, I think, over the amount of years, hundreds of years that the Bondi Beach you'll see with not one person on it.
How long the world's most famous beach will be closed? No one knows.
What a day to be heading to the beach. Most of Sydney will be heading to the sand, and we implore you to swim between the flags.
While the weatherman forecast one thing, down at Bondi, the sky told a very different story. 9 a.m, and a dense fog creeps onto the beach. The rare weather event is more than a novelty. For lifeguards, it's becoming a safety issue.
This fog's really spooky. I can't see the southern end of the beach at the moment, so it's a little bit, got us a little bit on edge.
Back right over central, this fog's getting worse at the northern end of the beach.
Yeah, I can't hardly even see the front of the beach down here, mate, right in front.
With thousands in the water, seeing anyone in trouble is becoming increasingly difficult.
Remain calm, I'm coming, I'm gonna get you.
I'm here, buddy. Yeah, mate. Grab my hand. Just relax. All right.
This is ridiculous. Visibility is about 100, 150 metres. The lifeguards all lined along the beach, and we're sort of trying to work out what to do.
It's like waiting for a pirate ship to come out of the mist and attack you or something.
11 a.m. Instead of burning off with the sun, the fog continues to thicken.
Just having to think about whether we're leaving people in the water.
Hoppo is faced with a critical decision. Should he pull down the flags and close the beach to swimmers?
You know, liability, we miss something, they're going to say, why didn't you close the beach?
The only thing with pulling the flags is you might get 100 or so people out of the water, but is then everyone just going to swim everywhere?
To make matters worse, thousands are about to attempt an inflatable thong world record.
Have to stay very close to shore now with this fog. We might have to close the beach soon if you don't stay close to shore.
Got to close the beach, mate. Got to close the beach.
The decision is made. On one of the busiest days, on Australia's busiest beach, Bondi is closed for swimming.
Made the decision now, we're about to clear the beach due to the poor visibility. We can't see anybody in the water. We've got jet skis out the back and we're just slowly pulling people back in and making announcements on the megaphones.
Do you want to go in, please? Just all the people in the water, the lifeguards have closed the beach due to the fog.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have closed the beach. We have pulled the flags down. Our visibility was close to zero. We don't know when we will be putting the flags back up. I do know the event is on hold with the Fongs at the moment. We're extremely sorry for this. Your life is very important to me. Thank you.
What a beautiful speech. It's like he's going for Prime Minister. Look at the mass exodus of the water. It's like the Pied Piper. He's just sung a tune and here they come.
What's happening?
We're just closing the beach at the moment.
Well, quite extraordinary. Looked on the surf cam this morning, was going, oh, it's all misted up. There's something on the window, and then realised it wasn't on the window. You couldn't actually see.
Despite the danger, many disregard lifeguards' advice. Then, 3 hours after it crept in, the fog slowly retreats.
You can almost see the other end of the beach now.
You know, my visibility out here is perfect. I can almost see south.
With 2,000 thong riders itching to go, lifeguards reopen Bondi. To achieve a world record, every thong rider has to join hands beyond the surf. Why? Why not? The record is set without a hitch. Not that Hoppo is celebrating.
Yeah, you know, with this event over, our day really starts from here because we're going to have the rest of these people around all day with their thongs. They're going to be going in the water for the rest of the afternoon and massive crowds.
A flash rip has suddenly appeared between the flags. The safest spot on the beach is now the most dangerous. A large group of swimmers are in serious trouble.
At least 15. No, there's no boards on the shore. You got to take one from up here.
The lifeguards are outnumbered by struggling swimmers. The volunteer clubbies in red and yellow chip in, but as the rip surges, even more people need help.
Is that girl there? Straight in there, Tom. There's those two that are horrible.
The consequences of missing one person could be fatal.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lifeguards on, 5 lifeguards on board.
In 5 hectic minutes, over 20 people are rescued.
You're touching the feet, then all of a sudden the waves come and it sucks you out. I'm swimming, I'm trying to swim, right, and I'm not going anywhere.
We just had a flash rip, and it just knocked about 20 people off that bank.
Yatesy rushes back to shore to help treat a man rescued earlier on the jet ski.
Put the oxygen over here.
Ben follows the cardinal rule. No matter what happens on the beach, the tower must always be manned. But with every lifeguard occupied, there's no one to run the defibrillator and oxygen to the shore.
Copy that.
Ben makes the bold decision to abandon the tower, leaving the beach unmonitored.
Yeah.
20-year-old Mohammed from Western Sydney is unconscious and needs oxygen.
Hello, you right?
It's not a good pass.
His brother Amon is struggling to come to terms with the situation.
If you don't get back, you can't help him. You have to get back. If you're all right, you're breathing, it's okay. You have to get back.
Go, man. Just give him some room. Give him some room, mate. He's breathing, mate.
As he becomes more agitated, lifeguards must calm him down in order to treat his brother.
Right, let's breathe him up. Let's get help some oxygen get into your lungs, all right? Okay, I'm going to breathe with you, all right? Let's get it in here.
Yeah, ready? In now, in. Good boy. Now. Ready, one more big one, ready? Good on you, Mohammed. Good boy. Okay, feeling all right?
While Mohammed's being stabilised, there's more trouble elsewhere.
Bondi Central to any spare lifeguard not dealing with the immediate situation. Please assist Tom out in the water. He said he's got about 6 or 7 patients.
With treacherous rips across the entire beach causing constant rescues, Hoppo is forced to make a big decision.
Hey, just pull the flag.
Pull them back down, huh?
Just until we get it.
The beach is closed.
Attention all these swimmers in the water, we need you to get out of the water now. We are going to pull a set of flags. This will no longer be a swimming area.
Absolute sheer chaos. I haven't seen the beach do that in I don't know how long. It literally just opened up and tried to swallow people.
Stay away from this area here, it's very dangerous. We apologise for the inconvenience, but there's nothing we can do about it. Stay out of the water till we figure out somewhere else for you to swim.
Oh, this is definitely a first, mate. I don't remember any time, only when the conditions are massive or, you know, really big surf. I've never seen the conditions 2 foot and have to deal with this. It's out of control.
Volunteer lifesavers help marshal swimmers from the water. The combination of crowd and conditions left no choice but to close the beach.
Oh, it's the change at tide where it's just gone low, now it's filling up again, so where they could stand up, now it's gone into a deep channel and they can't stand up, so non-swimmers are getting out to the bank where they stand up and getting back in, they get caught in that channel. There's just so many people to cater for. It's a tough day to make the decisions, but I mean, I suppose someone's got to make them, and you're dealing with people's lives, so you just don't want to make the wrong decision. And you know, we could leave these flags up and want it a bit longer, but just the way these people are starting to swim, it's just making it really difficult to be able to keep them in one spot.
With the last swimmers struggling to get in, Yatesy's needed back in the surf. He leaves Mohammed in the care of a nearby policeman. It's sweltering. Swimmers are desperate to get back in the water and cool off. As lifeguards consider what to do next, there's high tension on the beach. Suddenly, a fight breaks out.
Police, please. I'm just a lifeguard down at Bondi Beach. We've just had a major incident. We just got some police down there. There's probably 100 or so people.
Rookie Brooke is seeing Bondi at Flashpoint. Yatesy is back treating Mohammed. His condition is improving as he's handed over to ambulance officers.
Hey guys.
Okay, I'll be honest, cautioning staff just tying up the neck and making sure he's stable. Put him onto the ambulance and they're going to take him away.
Mohammed may still be in danger if he has water in his lungs. He will be closely observed at hospital. Back down on the beach, Hoppo has found a safer spot to re-erect the flags. The crowd drifts back into the water, and finally, Bondi cools off.
I'd have to rate today as one of the most hectic I've had because just so many different things have been thrown up.
The lifeguards alone. There's been an earthquake in Chile and there's been a heavy tsunami warning, which for us guys, no one's informed or notified us about closing our beaches, so at the moment it's business as usual.
Tens of thousands are expected on a hot Bondi Sunday. Closing the beach is a major decision. Kerbox calls head lifeguard Hoppo.
Hop, what are you thinking? It's one of those things that if we say it's nothing's going to happen, if something does happen, then we're in all kinds of strife. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, she's cancelled.
On such a benign morning, a natural disaster seems implausible, but lifeguards are reminded of a fateful day 72 years ago. On Black Sunday in 1938, hundreds of swimmers were swept out in a massive surge. 35 people were resuscitated. 5 died. The giant waves on that day were also experienced up and down the coast. Scientists have since speculated Bondi's worst disaster may have been caused by a tsunami.
Not sure if you're aware, but we have been issued with a tsunami warning. So the flags are coming down. If you could please leave the water, find a safer place.
It's now just after 8 a.m. The tsunami is expected at 8:30.
Is there seriously going to be a tsunami or not?
Mate, I don't know, but we just have to act with it as well, so.
Conditions on Bondi could barely appear safer, yet the beach is officially closed.
My Achilles are stuffed. I reckon Boxers is worse, so I reckon if I'm not going to survive and it gets me, I know he's already gone.
News crews gather to cover what could be an impending natural disaster. Then, new information comes to hand.
Kobe said it's hit New Zealand. It's on the news now. So they reckon we'll definitely see something. Yeah.
It's hit New Zealand, so and we'll probably be able to see something.
Oh, the latest news from the Tsunami Warning Centre, still saying possibility of dangerous waves, strong ocean currents and foreshore flooding throughout the day. Obviously they can see something, they're just trying to track it and see what goes on.
A revised warning predicts the tsunami will now arrive at 1 p.m. It could be just a minor surge or something far more dangerous. But lifeguards have no power to prevent swimmers from going into the water.
People are just jumping in now and makes it difficult for us if something does happen to get people to believe us that it is going to happen and get them back out of the water.
The media is in a frenzy.
Something happens, they're going to crucify us. Every beach will be having the same problem. We've done the warning and just say, can't physically remove us.
By mid-morning, nothing has happened. The crowd, even lifeguards, are beginning to relax.
We don't actually know what's going to happen in the ocean. The ocean could recede. We could get large waves.
It's almost 1 p.m. If something does happen, it's not far away.
Tsunami, 24 minutes, leave the beach, please. Higher ground.
I think the tsunami will not come here.
Please retreat to higher ground.
No, I go in the water and swim. I'm not afraid.
21 minutes, the tsunami's coming in.
The waves that hit New Zealand were barely noticeable. Now, everyone becomes increasingly blasé.
I think we'll start on the beach.
Yeah.
Find higher ground. Yeah, higher ground. Katoomba is the highest spot, but it'd take too long to get there. You're looking at probably an hour 40 to get there on a Sunday.
1 o'clock comes, and still nothing happens.
People aren't taking it serious at all. And that would be along the whole east coast of Australia. We have to do everything in the best interest of the public to keep them safe. So you're telling them to move to higher ground. Well, they're happy down here at Bondi.
Once again, the tsunami fails to follow schedule. Finally, at 5:30 p.m, head lifeguard Hoppo receives breaking news.
The main tsunami waves have now passed all Australian locations. Tsunami warnings of New South Wales are therefore cancelled. We've gone and put the red and yellow flags back up, and Bondi is now back to normal.
After one of Bondi's most bizarre days, swimmers safely return to the joys of the surf, and lifeguards deal with things they're a little more familiar with. Fabio has dislocated his shoulder.
No, can you just pull?
Nah, we're not allowed to.
Oh, maybe in the back. Oh, now it's stuck there.
Is it back in?
Hope so. Yes. That was pretty good. Thanks for your help, mate.
No problem.
Weird joint.